We're live, Dani.
Amazing. Hello, world.
I didn't know you were going to be
Okay.
I didn't know you were at Alex still.
Yeah, I'm here until Granite Games, until like my semifinal. Like
Are we
I'm
going
here for a long time.
Are we going to talk about his mustache?
He shaved it off.
Oh,
He
why?
did it just. I know. I know. I was like, you should keep it. He just did it for our little like recovery sauna ice bath session. Just give him
Well,
a
he's
little
afraid
show.
his lip was going to get cold, so he needed it for the ice bath. Is that what the problem was?
Exactly. Need a little
Wow.
friend, a little
Well,
courage, a little blanket. Yeah. And then got
there
rid
you
of it.
go.
I was actually really sad. He like disappeared for like 3 seconds and it was gone. And I was like, dang.
Came back and it was gone. Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just like I came out and it was there and then it just disappeared. So likes to keep me on my toes.
Well, I'm going to introduce you guys. So Dani Zoe, Dani. And he's
Hey.
Zoe was a guest on our live stream a couple of nights ago. We were talking about movies. We mentioned we were doing this and invited her to join us. And then Nikki bailed on us. She can't be here. So it's just us girls tonight.
Oh my gosh, Nikki. It's like she has a baby or something.
I know. She
Yeah.
had something come up. It was too much. But how's life in North Carolina? That's where you guys are, right? Or is it Virginia? Where's he live? Virginia. How is it? Is it hot?
Actually, this week's weather's been kind of, it's been like rainy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been kind of gross. We can't tan. It's a travesty.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
I bet.
I did see that video you pulled in today. That you brought back the wall twerking video. That was exciting.
Yeah. Occasionally I gotta tease the fans.
I almost clipped it off the net and shared it on this because with this new format we can actually share videos now and photos and like all kind of crazy stuff.
Send it.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to blow up our first live with all kind of creepy comments. So
true. All right, so the next next movie review, we'll just start with that.
I know. I'm very excited about this live though. We'll see how many comments and questions we get. So that's one of the fun things is we can get questions from fans and followers and whoever and rude comments. So we'll see how that goes.
Rude comments. Okay, hang on, everyone. We're gonna smile real quick.
I always love rude.
Oh, we're gonna smile.
Smile, everybody. Okay.
All right.
Now, I didn't do the juices either. Oh,
I know.
Sorry.
Where do I direct people exactly? Come ask your questions.
For what? Yeah, YouTube.
Is this just on YouTube? Yeah.
No, it's on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
So if I'm gonna put a link on this,
YouTube's probably the easiest one for them to find, to the Kettlebells and Cocktails. Matter of fact, I already had us set up. You want me to shoot you the link? Is that easier for you, Dani?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can just copy and paste it.
Yes, that's what
copy paste is my best friend.
That's what I will do.
Yeah.
And then Bean just came in here bringing some sort of paper toy, making all kind of noise.
I know. I can hear him.
I just saw his tail, just like.
You can see him. He's right there. He's right here. Hold on.
Bean.
You see him? There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Bean. Oh,
such a jerk. He's been in a weird mood today too.
Oh,
why? I don't know. He's
weather.
He's been doing I just sent it to you. He's been doing that thing that boy cats do where he sits on his butt and he sticks his legs out and his tail's between his legs. So it looks like he's got 3 legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got a tripod going.
Yeah, and he just gives you that creepy stare. It's like completely and utterly creepy. I don't know what it's about. Like it's just
maybe
weird.
It's like his time of the month. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be.
Do you want to see? I took a photo of it. I can share it with you.
Oh yeah, I saw it on your story. So yeah, I bet everyone else wants to see it too.
Check this out, Dani. See, you're gonna love this. Look at this comment coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you can get the comments from all platforms coming in. That's awesome.
Yep. This one came in on Facebook, Dani. You're grammatically incorrect the best.
I can't even look at that right now. Like that grinds my gear.
Does it just hurt your soul?
It does.
It
now this person's gonna be like, Dani, you're the worst.
The worst.
Sorry, Andre, but we're grammatically correct over here.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
it was a sweet sentiment. It was a very sweet
Yeah.
sentiment, I thought.
There was. It was.
And I'm from Mississippi, so it didn't actually look wrong to me. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? I apologize to anyone from Mississippi that might have heard that. Hold on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull in this photo so you can, yeah, I'll bring in another comment for you from the same guy. It was a flex. There
Dani,
we go.
give us a flex. I'm so sorry for the grammar.
You getting all kind of comments, Dani. People love you. Look at this. We didn't get this many comments.
This one's great. Look at this.
Look at that. Tagged you in my first muscle.
Congrats on your first muscle up. Yes, that's always so much fun. I remember my first muscle up. My first one was not. I actually remember this. Corey, if you're listening, I remember this because my first muscle up did not look that good. Mine was bad. I didn't even make it. My first muscle up actually didn't even count. So there's that.
Well, how long ago was it, Dani? When was your first? How long did it take you to get your first muscle up?
Well, I started in 2016, like late 2016. I got my first muscle up 2016, but it was not pretty. It was not pretty, and it took me until now to start making them really nice in sets. So progress. We are getting there.
It took me so
It takes
long.
time. It takes time.
It does take time. It takes so much time.
It took me 6 years to get a muscle up. Something
6?
like that. Yeah. Now keep in mind, I started fitness at 40. So before you roast me too much, like I started very late in life. It wasn't, and I'm not a professional athlete. But Saxon taught me, and he killed it. He did a nice job.
I'm sure he did. He's very good at that. Corey goes like, mine didn't count either, but her timer went off. Mine didn't count because it was just a straight up no rep, not because I was not in the time frame. It's the same but different.
Oh my Lord. What about you, Zoe? You do muscle ups?
Like the first year I was doing CrossFit, I was able to do one, but I had an unfair advantage because I had a gymnastics background. So it was just kind of, if you ask me to do it right now, I can't, but I was able to do it pretty quickly.
I could.
I cheated.
I might be able to do one if you force me, but I've not tried to do a ring muscle up in quite some time. So I've been working out in the basement.
Well, I think you should do it. I think you should go for it and film it, and then we can talk about it the next time that we get on.
I'll get on that.
There he is.
Bean.
Look at that
face.
He just looks like he looks like he's a puddle.
Is that not the worst? Isn't that the worst thing you've ever seen?
No,
that's like this.
That's
Me?
the greatest picture.
And he's got like this. He's got like this lazy eye. Like
That's a meme right there. Think of all the content you can make with that.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't used this yet. I would have gotten on that immediately.
It's so bad. So bad. All right, let's talk movies. So, Dani, you had a huge list of movies you wanted to talk about. I haven't seen this many movies. Probably in my life.
Dani, it's unfair because that list was all the movies that were like in theaters, which I've only seen a couple in theaters. I've been watching all the ones that are streaming.
Oh no, I talked to John about this last time, but I have like the AMC movie pass. So like I pay like a monthly thing and I just go. I can go unlimited and I go to them all. I
don't blame you. I'd see them all too. Yeah.
All right,
I love going to the movies. It's my favorite.
Let's talk about the ones we can't really spoil. I don't want to talk about Doctor Strange because I've not seen it yet and I don't want to spoil it.
We could talk about it and not spoil it.
Yeah, close your ears.
Can't yeah.
No,
oh yeah.
Okay, I vote that we help John and we tell him what movies and shows that maybe he should see before seeing Doctor Strange.
Yes. Okay. We could do that.
Okay. So Doctor Strange, Obvi. Gotta see that one.
Gotta see that.
Well, on
I feel
your
like
list,
you should just watch all the Marvel. Like you just gotta watch them all.
Well, and that's the thing with Marvel, like you have to watch everything, but for this particular movie, you wanted to make sure you watched What If.
Well,
For sure.
I've seen everything Marvel. There's nothing Marvel's put out I have not
Okay.
seen. I just have not gotten to the new Doctor Strange.
Okay,
yet.
well maybe the audience wants to know. I don't know. We're helping them out too. Yeah.
Helping everybody out.
Yeah. I'd say Loki only for the fact of trying to explain what the multiverse is.
Yeah,
And what
that's a good
variants
one.
are. And what
That's a
variants
good
are.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. WandaVision, just so you get to feel Wanda in your
Absolutely.
heart.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because everyone, it's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but everyone's like hating on her in this movie. I'm like, I get it, girl. I get it.
Yeah.
I love Wanda.
Yeah.
Me too. And you know what? After this movie, still love her.
Yeah.
Still a fan.
I mean, I get where she was coming from, you can't, yeah. But everyone's hating Wanda right now, which she doesn't deserve it.
Have you both? I know Nikki has. Zoe, have you seen the Batman?
I have, yeah.
All right, we've all seen the Batman. Let's talk about the Batman.
Okay,
I made sure I stopped drinking all liquids like 2 hours before, so that I didn't have to go pee in the movie theater. Yeah,
Yes.
But I saw someone on TikTok that was like, if you have to pee during this movie, just do it during any car chase scene. So that was a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Because nothing really happens during those. Yeah.
They were long. The movie was long, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I enjoyed it.
I just had to suffer the last 40 minutes because I was like, I'm not leaving. I don't do that. I stay. I suffer.
Yeah,
I will not leave to go.
You risk that bladder infection for that movie.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not going anywhere.
Here, Andre has a question. What's everyone's favorite movie? Number one favorite movie?
I hate this. No, I don't answer this question.
I had
That's a terrible question.
I had a top 10 list, but I can't pick a favorite out of that list.
Yeah, okay. I have a top 3 on every single. I have a top 3 Disney. I have a top 3 classic Disney. I have a top 3 Pixar. I have a top 3 Magic. I have a top 3 serious. I have a top 3 that used to be books. You can't you can't say number one movie. If you can pick a number one movie, you're just a sociopath.
Oh, okay.
I agree. Well, I agree. Because then that's your whole entire personality trait, and then there's
that's your whole personality.
Yeah.
It's your whole. If you can pick one movie.
Yeah. All right, Danny. There's a question coming in: Marvel or DC?
Marvel or DC?
Marvel. Same.
100%.
Is it for you, Zoe? That's the same for you?
Hey, you know that I love Henry. I love Henry, but Marvel is just Marvel.
They're killing it. They're really killing it.
They are.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, did you see the dumpster fire at Justice League? Come on.
Well, the new Justice League is good though.
Yeah, Snyder Cut's decent, but the other one and Wonder Woman 2, really, 1984.
Yeah,
that one legit hurt my feelings.
I watched it the day it was released. I was so excited.
Yeah,
I was waiting for it to get better, and it never did. Never did.
I really felt like those were hours that I really could have gotten back.
We're never going to get those hours back ever.
Nope. Plus, I also have this, I love Gal Gadot. I love her. But I have this internal struggle when we have all these heroine.
Oh my gosh. I can talk about this. I can talk about this for hours. Yes. I know where you're going.
Right? I love her so much, but I could literally flick her and she's going to fall over. You're telling me she's Wonder Woman? Goodbye. I just
and where is she? Where is she?
Where?
Wonder Woman?
And then they do the thing, and then they do the thing where all the backup actors and actresses are ripped.
Our Wonder Women.
Hold on.
Yeah, those are Wonder Women, and then we have Wonder Woman, and she's supposed to be the strongest of them all.
She's flying an invisible plane. She's blocking bullets with her wrist bracelets.
Her wrist would snap, John.
And your guys' complaint is that she's too thin? What?
No. It is not a thin or thick thing. It is muscle deficit. It's just if you look at, I don't read comic books, but if you look, I have seen comic book photos. They're all they're just healthier, ripped people. And it's not that she's unhealthy. It's just if you're going to have a feminine but strong person, then pick someone who fills that role. But it's Hollywood. I get it. I get it. It's just it's a personal preference.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you. I have to add on this. I use her as an example for everything. I think the only female I could really come to mind that committed to a role of a superhero and super jacked was in Blade Trinity. You guys know where I'm going with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was jacked.
Jacked.
Yes. Like, yeah. So why is her name escaping me? It's right there. Her picture is in my brain. Thank you, Jessica Biel. Yeah.
Jessica Biel. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my example that I always go to. I'm like, did you see what she did though?
Well, back to the Batman though. I felt that way about Robert Pattinson in the Batman. I didn't feel like he was big enough for the role. He just wasn't intimidating.
I think okay. So
people are talking about
this.
He's an emo Batman.
Yeah, well,
we have this like perception of what like he's supposed to be because of all the Batmans that came before him. But I think this one was the first one that got into like the dark kind of like I'm sorry, but the trauma that Bruce Wayne is supposed to go through as a child, and then all of a sudden he becomes like this eccentric like billionaire, like cool. But this one was more realistic. Like he's this dark, twisted, fucked up kid because he witnessed his parents get murdered, and now he's trying to like do right. And he lives in a town full of corruption and just greed and disgusting stuff going on. Like he's not gonna be like flying models on like an airplane. He's gonna be doing what he's doing. Yeah. In a dark little dingy basement. I think it's more realistic. And so he's not gonna be just super jacked.
Yeah, and so I agree with the direction that they went with that. But then the issue that I had is, how did Alfred teach him to fight so well? Like, where did he get all those fighting skills from? Who taught him that?
Well, they didn't give us much of a backstory. That was that
bothered me.
That was an interesting take, I thought, on this one, though, that you didn't get like kind of back visions of the parents' death, which I appreciated that because I've seen it now like 8 times.
Yeah.
So I like that. And like to that point, you didn't get any backstory on where he learned to fight. Like I've read enough comics to know where it was supposed to have happened, but you didn't get any of it in this. So there is that kind of looming question of, did Alfred teach him? Did someone else teach him?
Yeah.
It was, and that's where I kept going back to. He just didn't seem like, big enough, talented enough to be able to just beat down groups of people, but I did love the take, Dani, like the gritty kind of Seven, that's what it reminded me of.
Super like, dark. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it, I mean, my girls went with me and they were both freaked the fuck out when it was over. They did not like it.
Oh man, I know I had a friend like reach out after I went to see it, and he was like, can I take my boys? And then his kids are like 4 or 5, and I was like, don't do it. It's like, not yet.
I also wouldn't recommend taking children to Doctor Strange.
No.
Come on, there's that one scene.
The like what mouth, that scene, I wouldn't recommend that.
I know, but it's one scene. You can just close their eyes. Like
for that whole fight scene, I would just close their eyes, maybe plug their ears. Yeah.
My girls aren't children; they're adults. So they were just freaked out by the grittiness.
That was honestly, that scene was my favorite thing of the whole movie.
I was,
to be honest with you,
I was warned how graphic it was, but then when it was like what mouth, and then I was like,
yeah, my jaw hit the floor.
The audience gasped. Everyone was like,
yeah, I definitely did. I felt my mouth. I was just like,
yeah. John, we're hyping you up.
I know.
I have no idea what you guys.
But you're gonna get to this scene, and you're gonna be like,
yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Zoe Kravitz, best Catwoman.
Yes. Oh my God, she's so hot.
Michelle Pfeiffer's up there, but I thought she was great.
Zoe, she knocked it out of the park. See, and she's supposed to be a supple little cat. Her body frame, perfect for the role. Just gonna throw that out there. But I love her. I've been obsessed with her for a long, long, long time. I thought she was perfect. The first scene.
Yeah, I was a fan. I mean, I thought she was great for the role, for sure.
Yeah, I think she did a great job.
She
had bad bitch energy that whole time.
Loved it. Whole time. But can we talk about Colin Farrell's makeup job?
It was insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw that trailer, and I was like, isn't Colin Farrell supposed to be in this? And then I Googled it. I was like, that's Colin Farrell.
It. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
It kind of wild. Like,
Yeah.
kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a big change. Like media and cinematography, like over just like the past 10 years has kind of been wild.
Yeah,
right.
what they can do now. Yeah.
Here's a good question. Favorite Spider-Man?
Oh, this is hard.
It's so
No,
hard.
it's not. Tom Holland. It is not. I can't. Okay, so like I can't. Tobey Maguire cannot.
Andrew Garfield.
His cry face.
I can't do Tobey Maguire. No.
It threw me off. His cry face. I'm like, woo, like grow up. I can't with him. I don't like him. And Andrew Garfield, I think he was okay, but Tom Holland, I am a huge fan. But I'm a huge fan of him outside.
Movies. Yeah.
Yes. That's another one.
I hated the Andrew Garfield movies, but I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tom Holland's great.
I'm probably
I just like him as a person. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just really like, hang on. Have you ever seen him do Rihanna's umbrella dance?
Like the dancing in the rain? Yes.
Have you seen this, Sean?
No.
Okay. If you have to see this video for anyone who's watching, he does. So him and Zendaya go on and they each do like a dance of like a music video,
battle, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the show was. I saw this but he does Rihanna's Umbrella in the outfit with the rain and crushes it. And ever since then, I'm like, all right, I'm his biggest fan.
Yeah.
Besides Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm a Cumberbatch, but it goes like Benedict, Tom Holland in the Marvel universe.
You like Benedict better than Tom Holland?
Yes, because of the Sherlock series. I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
Which we're Nikki and I are trying to convince John to watch Sherlock.
You haven't seen Sherlock? The BBC, like the BBC one. Oh my gosh!
Because he's the perfect.
He even
Sherlock.
has perfect Sherlock.
Perfect Sherlock.
Plus, Martin Freeman, I think, does a great job as Watson.
I agree.
Yes.
Just the duo together.
The duo is great. Mm-hmm. And then I actually, I saw like them get interviewed because they did that while also filming for The Hobbit.
That's right. Yeah.
He did the voice of Smaug. So they got to like play together during all of that. I love their friendship. It's great.
Yeah. Same.
All right, I'll put it on my list of the.
You gotta stop Entourage right now and
I'm
watch
done.
Sherlock.
I finished Entourage.
Well, then
just watch Sherlock. Then. And for the first this first 7 minutes, just watch it, and then it gets good because you have to get through like this weird, like it opens up with a scene. You're like, I don't know about this, and then it just 7 minutes in. Bean.
Hi,
Bean's here. Bean's here.
Oh,
hey, buddy.
Oh. Look at the microphone.
What are you looking at?
He's just like, what is that?
What are you looking at? What is wrong with you?
Perfect screen. Danny and I are both like,
I know. He's so cute. Look at his eyes. They're just these big bulbs.
What is he looking at?
This is the look he gives when I think there are ghosts in the house. He just like stares. It freaks me out. He just stares at me.
He's so cute.
Yeah,
he's so cute.
He has his moments when he's not being an asshole. I think my favorite thing about Tom Holland, always cats. My favorite thing about Tom Holland is he's using a fake accent and everything. Like it's not his real.
I know.
Every time I see him in an interview, it feels like he's faking it. Then you know,
it's kind of wild, like the voice coaching that he can
turn it on. He can turn it on so fast. I watched Graham Norton. I watched when he was on there, and Tom Hanks was on there too, and he was having to do like an exercise, and he did it in an American accent. They're like, "Why are you doing an American accent?" He's like, "I don't know. I just do it now. Like I just go into it."
Know. You're the first person I've heard talk about Graham Norton. No one knows about that show, and it is absolutely fabulous. It's so good.
I think the only reason I keep Facebook around is because Facebook like has like the best moments of Graham Norton, and they just play over and over again. Like if you find the Graham Norton page, so I just sit there for like 2 hours watching interviews, just over like just they're so good.
They're the best. They're the best because they're just so unfiltered. It's not not like Americanized like TV like interview things. Like they just go for it. I love it.
Yeah. Alcohol's involved, like I love that show. Yeah,
so good.
Danny, you had Uncharted on your list, and I watched that because you had it on your list. But Tom uses the exact same accent for that character that he uses for Spider-Man. Does that bother you at all? Did you find that weird?
I didn't even pick
Does
up
he
on
need
that.
Did he need a different one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe like he's not American. I don't know. It just felt like it just.
That's
I
his
felt like
standard American accent.
I felt like I was watching Spider-Man playing a different character. That's what it felt like because I know that's not his real voice.
Oh no, I didn't bother me at all. The thing that bothered me with that is how much hate that movie got because apparently people didn't like Tom Holland in that role because he didn't look like the character from a video
game.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Oh my gosh. So I loved it. Again, big Tom Holland fan. So
well, and his co-star.
I'm just gonna say anything he does is great.
Who was this co-star? It was
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg was like trying to pull off a Southern accent, I think. Trying to.
I have no idea.
But he has a Boston accent in real life. It was really weird. Like he kept trying these like kind of, it felt like he was doing like these long drawn out kind of Southern phrases and they just weren't working. As a Southerner, it was not working for me.
As a Southerner.
It was weird. It was very weird. What did you think of the movie? Did you like it?
I liked it, but I don't know. So this is one where I just don't know any of the backstory because I didn't play that video game.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this is good. 8.2 out of 10. And then everybody on like the interweb is like, it's a 4 out of 10 because he doesn't look like the gaming character.
Right.
And I was like, that seems harsh, but all right, here we are. I loved it. I thought it was good. It was very, very National Treasure-esque. And I love National Treasure.
I love
big Nicolas Cage fan. I want to see that new one with Nicolas Cage.
I want to see it too.
I haven't seen it, but
so
it's
good.
Next week. I have it on I have my tickets
on the
for
list.
next
On
week.
your list?
Yeah.
That's
just why, because John was like, we might do it next week, and I was confirming because if so, I was going to add that to the list of the movies we're going to talk about tonight. But I'm going to see it next week. I'm very excited.
Have you seen the Northman yet?
Don't get me started on the Northman.
Okay, so is that like I should go see it this weekend, or I should wait for it to go streaming?
Absolutely not. That is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really? I've been hearing really good things about it.
That's what everyone, I don't know. I keep seeing that everyone loved that movie.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced it's fake. It's either fake or people have no taste anymore.
Okay.
That's what
I heard there's also like a naked fight scene by a volcano at the very end.
Yeah, which like in theory,
Alexander Skarsgård naked fighting by a volcano. I mean,
if someone was like, "Hey, Dani, this is what happens at the end of this movie," I'd be like, "Sign me up! I am gonna bring my popcorn. I don't even like popcorn, and I'm gonna watch this naked fight scene." But it is literally, it's the worst. It's so bad. And I'm a big like Anya Taylor-Joy fan, like the girl from Queen's Gambit. Big fan. Like anything she does, I think is like solid gold. But this was just, it was just too much. It was just like way too much. It was just way too much. People who have gotten really into Vikings and like that show Vikings, I've heard like it. Like they liked the movie. I talked to one of my friends about it. He said he really he enjoyed it. But for me, it was just like too much. I felt like the plot was lacking. I felt like it was just a lot of screaming and ripping out of unnecessary hearts. And there was just so much just blood splatter everywhere. I'm like, that was unnecessary. And I feel that's what it was, unnecessary. Every 5 minutes. Literally, I was like, that, we didn't need that. We didn't need that either. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, it was just, and it was so long. And you kept thinking it was going to end. And then there was just more.
Just more.
It was just more unnecessary stuff. I think it's really one of the top 5 worst movies I think I've ever seen in my life.
I heard dude get really ripped for it though.
Yeah. I also want to see it for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see that on the big screen. I don't know.
If it had been a silent film, I think it would have been fine.
You just sit there and stare at him.
Yes, sir.
We pay to just watch Alexander Skarsgård naked across the screen. Like that's it.
Yeah. And then all the other like talking and heart rips were just unnecessary.
Lots of heart ripping. All right. Well, that is good to know. Maybe I'll just wait for it to stream and I'll just go see the Nick Cage one instead.
I also I know that plot wise, movies, whatever, sometimes there has to be certain violence. But whenever there's unnecessary killing of animals, you lose me.
Oh,
You lose me
okay.
immediately.
Then
Yeah.
all right. I already don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not good with
Yeah.
that.
I
Okay.
can't. I sit
I'm
there
not
and
good
I'm
with
just
that.
well, my week is ruined. But
Like the very opening scene of Yellowstone, I almost turned it off immediately.
yeah, everyone's like, watch Yellowstone, and I did turn it off. I was like,
It was
nope.
first 5 minutes of the show. I'm like, what am I watching? I don't want to watch this anymore because of animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone who's seen that knows what we're talking about. I'm not going to give it away, but
yeah. Also, Game of Thrones almost lost me.
Yes.
I was like, I can't do this.
What the hell were they killing in Game of Thrones that you weren't wanting to see? They were killing animals.
The dragon.
But in the very, very, very I'm talking everyone's forgot about this because it was literally the first episode, but they were killed the dog.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
They lost me season 1, episode 1. And I was like, can't.
Yeah.
So I had to skip that episode. and just went to episode 2.
That's right. It was a dire wolf.
There are some shows where if I'm rewatching them, I need to skip a couple episodes because I just don't need to relive that trauma again. And it's just better for my mental health just to skip the episode. Yeah.
I have several series where I have
like
to skip
Outlander.
episodes.
I have to skip a couple episodes.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't watch McDreamy.
Nope, can't do that again. 007, can't watch 007 again. Can't do that. Nope.
Oh my god. Hey, have you seen the last one? Have you seen the last?
I stopped after McDreamy. I was done. I was like, I'm over it. I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, you're not caught up.
No.
Oh, girl. All right.
I mean, I see in the news who dies and stuff, but
Yeah. All right. We'll move on.
All right. So, Dani, on your list here, I want to know, good or bad, Morbius. Is it worth seeing?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I heard it was crap. You liked it?
I heard it was so terrible, and I'm not going to spend my money to go see it.
The ending, I thought the movie was good up until the end. They really kind of botched the ending. So the last 30-ish minutes, I kind of sat there and was like, But for the first hour and 45, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. But then again, this is another one where I'll hear a lot of the complaints come from because it didn't follow a certain story. It was just something that people have read. It was kind of like me with the Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
I watch the Harry Potter films. They're good. I still do Harry Potter movie marathons, but after reading the book so many times, I think that the movies are actually kind of trash. And I feel it's one of those disconnects. So for me, someone who has no prior reading or knowledge of anything like that, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Was it the best of all in that genre? No, but I went and saw it in theaters. I would recommend it. For the last 30 minutes, just be prepared.
I wanted to see him redeem himself after that big crap fest he put on the Joker in the DC series, and I heard.
Wait, you didn't like the new Joker?
I didn't like. No, not Jared Leto's Joker. No, it was terrible.
Oh, you didn't like Jared Leto's Joker. Okay.
Yeah, no. I like in the Batman, the newest Batman. I like that take on the Joker. I thought it was kind of cool, and I thought Heath Ledger's was amazing. But no, Jared Leto's was a little too out there for me. A little weird.
Jared Leto.
I thought it was dark and twisty.
He went too method with it.
Really?
A little too much. A little too much, I think.
I just really like him, so it was disappointing that it wasn't spectacular. I guess that's the problem. I like him as an actor. I like him as a person. He's super creative. He's a musician. He does a lot of stuff. I just thought it would be more, if that makes sense.
Can we talk about how Suicide Squad 2 totally redeemed the Suicide Squad, the franchise?
Okay, I haven't,
because it was so much better.
I haven't watched it because the first one was so freaking awful.
Okay, the second
and they ruined my girl, Margot Robbie. I love her. After I saw her in Wolf of Wall Street, I was like, girl, get it.
Did you see her in Birds of Prey?
I did, and it was good.
Okay.
It was good, but And I loved her, and like I liked her in like everything else she's done, but like Suicide Squad, I was like, this is absolute trash. So I didn't.
I mean, Suicide Squad 2 is not amazing, but it is more enjoyable than the first one. And then if you watch Peacemaker on HBO, Peacemaker is so good. So good. But you have to watch Suicide Squad before though.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on my list. I have a whole list of movies I want to see and things I need to watch, so I'm adding it to the list.
Before we talk about that, Danny, this guy wants me to read this. Nick Andre is your biggest fan. It's right here on the screen, and Alex, biggest fan, and Sammy somebody. So I don't know who that is, but
who is Sam? Andre, if you're Nick, if you're
Nick, I don't know who Sammy is.
Whoever Sammy Bias is, Nick is maybe your biggest fan.
Maybe he's talking about Samuel. Samuel, come here for a second.
Who is Samuel? Do I know Samuel?
Maybe. He goes to Krypton. We're making homemade pasta tonight, and he's our Italian. Just stand in frame. Is this who you're talking about?
How's it going?
What up?
I think they're trying to say you, but they don't know how to spell your last name. So obviously not a biggest fan.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
That's fucking Nick Andre.
Wait, that's our Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I was like reading these comments on the side. I was like, dang, this Nick dude's kind of annoying.
I forgot. I'm on full screen. I forgot there were comments coming in.
Oh my God, but it's our Nick. Okay, we can ignore Nick from now on.
Okay. All right. So we'll get back to the topic. So Danny, you have not. Yeah, he's still in the comments. He's still all over you. See?
Yeah.
All caps. All caps.
Oh my gosh.
So you have not seen Peacemaker?
I have not.
Oh, it is so good.
I was hesitant.
I added it to the list.
I was hesitant, but I was pleasantly surprised how good it was.
I was too. I'm not a huge John Cena fan. I thought the character.
That's what I'm saying. John Cena, like that was what threw me off. I was like, I can't.
Same. I pushed it off for a while because I was like, John Cena, and it was so good.
Yeah, and the character in the Suicide Squad's like it's an okay character, but I'm like, does it deserve its own series? So I had nothing to do one day, so I put on one episode, and it's hysterical. Like from end to end, it was great.
Because James Gunn just did like such a good job with it, so that's what made it funny. Yeah.
Okay, it is on. It's on the list. Love that. Cool.
All right, what else was on your list, Danny? What else is new movie wise for you? Hold on, I'm pulling your list again.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, you have the list.
I know, I'm pulling it again. Okay. All right, let's see. I've not seen Lost City, but I hear it's terrific. Did you like it?
It is. I haven't laughed that hard in a movie theater in a very long time. I'm talking like ugly laughing. Like had to kind of like shove my head into my jacket because I was laughing so hard. It's very good. Again, big Sandra Bullock fan.
I love Sandra.
Oh God, she's so good. Doesn't age. It's wonderful.
Someone on this call, not me, said that Brad Pitt looked really pretty in it. I'm just
he did with his long hair.
It was announced today that it's on Paramount Plus, so I'm going to be watching that after we're done here. But there was a preview for it. They were showing a clip of like when Brad Pitt enters, and I was just like, that man just ages like fine wine. Oh my god! Really? Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. He was nice to look at.
Yeah.
He was so nice to look at the entire time. He doesn't make it through a huge portion of the movie, which was like the biggest letdown of the entire movie.
That's what I heard.
That was my only complaint. My only complaint about the entire movie is that you don't get to look at.
He's just not in it enough. That's all right.
I really like Brad Pitt as an actor, but I low-key hate him for as good looking as he has been through every stage of his career. I mean, like, it's a dude. Seriously, I mean, like, it's like, you know, when he was Thelma and Louise and then Fight Club, like kind of that era when he was young and
Legends of the Fall, Brad.
Great movie. Great movie.
I love him so much, but like poor Jen. I was part of that whole thing. I was Team Jen. Yeah.
I
had to be Team Jen. And in the grocery stores, because like when I was little, that was like when all that was going on. My dad and I would like go into grocery stores and we'd see the tabloids of like Pitt breaks Jen's heart again. And it would be a thing. My dad and I would like always go, oh, poor Jen. And it was like our thing. So like she's known as poor Jen in my family. We're like, how's poor Jen? So we were team Jen, but as an adult, I am very, very, very much team Brad. So sorry, Jen. Girl.
I moved on. I'm sorry.
No,
we moved on.
no, it's good. It never occurred to me there were teams, but like I was never an Angelina fan either. So like I always liked Jen better, but I was never invested in these relationships. Like it didn't matter to me one way or another. I just really like him as an actor, and I've liked a lot of the movies he's been in.
He's done a lot of good work for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Troy.
Matter of fact,
I think he looks so good in Troy. The accent that he does, atrocious. The acting, pretty bad. But him in general,
Not
beautiful.
great.
Beautiful. Just
Yes.
looking at, just beautiful. Yeah.
how about have you seen A River Runs Through It?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's one of my top 5 of all time.
I think it's up there. It's up there. It's so good. It's so good. For everyone listening, that's a good one.
That's a
That was
great
good one.
movie. He just looks good in every movie that he's in. I can't think of one that he does not look good in.
Oh, here's a throwback somebody's throwing in the comments. Cool World. You guys see him in
Cool
that?
World. I haven't seen that.
James, you may have to come back in the comments to correct me on this, but I think this was one of those movies back when animation was starting to make its way into actual live action.
Do I need to do an IMDb search right now? What
Yeah,
is it?
and I'm pretty sure it was one of those. Pretty
I
sure.
don't know. What was this movie? What was the movie about? I'm like, I can't. What? Give me a
World.
quick plot.
Cool World.
I'm gonna show the cover of it.
Yeah, there it is.
Like a
Look.
cartoon. I've never heard of this. And there's
was
Brad right there.
Yeah, look at that.
All right. Well, I just it got a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that is not giving me a lot of confidence. A 4%. I've never seen a 4%.
Hollywood, she could. That's like the tagline on there.
They can't all be good. You guys got to have a few stinkers here and there.
He probably still looks great in it, and that's the thing.
I wonder if that's his worst movie.
Maybe.
Is there a ranking of Brad Pitt movies? Got to be a ranking of Brad Pitt
I'm
movies.
sure.
Wait, but
there
I love
has to
this
be.
thing. There's this question that says, "Is Cool World inappropriate?" From start to finish, Cool World is a sexual fantasy that is off limits for anyone who wants to keep his mind pure before God. Now I gotta watch it.
I know. Like, okay, now maybe I should watch
All right.
that tonight.
Well, no, check this out. Check this out. So I love
This little scene.
ranking of
girl.
Brad Pitt movies.
Oh, okay.
Worst. Here's the ranking of Brad Pitt movies, worst to best. The worst movie on the list. Guess which one? Cool World. Yep.
But I can totally see it. This girl, she has big Jessica Rabbit vibes. Have you guys seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just. That's why I'm like, it looks like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
That's
second
a great
worst?
movie. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Did it say what's the second worst movie he's been in?
I'd never heard of it before. That was the thing. Like Cool World, I'd actually heard of. Probably because it was unique. Number 40 was Cutting Class. Never heard of it. 1989. The Favor, 1994. By the Sea, which was 2015. Johnny Suede. You ever heard any of these movies?
I've heard
What
Johnny
was it?
Suede. I haven't heard of all the ones that you said before that.
What was the 2015 one?
2015 was By the Sea. No idea.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard of that.
Well, it was
Have I
he
seen
starred
it?
in
No.
it with Angelina. So
Oh no, that's Angelina. Yeah, no, I've seen
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
that. That was like a cutesy little indie film. It was okay. It was decent.
He's been in a shitload of movies, though. Props to him, man.
Yeah.
Props to him. I mean, there's like some pretty popular movies in the 20s. So he's had a good career. If your mediocre movies in the middle are still big winners, right?
Yeah.
Good for him. I thought Troy should have been farther down on this list. It's like 22. Because I'm with you. His accent was horrible in that movie.
His accent was so bad. That movie has a lot of good eye candy though. Like Eric Bana, he was really great to look at as Hector. Orlando Bloom was in there. Garrett Hedlund was in there.
I don't like watching that movie though because I liked Hector as a character, and when he gets
Right?
killed,
Yeah.
it bothers me.
It gets me every time. And he drags him behind the cart. It gets me
Yeah.
every time. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Every
don't
time. Have you guys read Song of Achilles? by any chance?
No, but I just bought
I'm
it.
switching books.
No, I just bought it the other day because Book Talk
It's so
told me to buy
good.
it. So I have
Book
like a
Talk-
stack
Book
of
Talk
books
has
that
ruined
Book
my
Talk.
life.
Yeah, Book Talk told me to buy it, so I have like a stack of just stuff I need to read. That's in there.
Same.
Right now I'm in the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo
Evelyn Hugo.
Evelyn
Yeah, I love that.
I'm halfway done with
Evelyn
that one
Hugo.
right now.
It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good. I love that book.
I always feel very unaccomplished when I'm around readers. Is that bad? I just don't read enough. I just never find the time. Like I have 1,000 hobbies as it is, and I just never find time to read. You know,
it's hard for me to read, like to actually sit down and read a physical book. Like I try, but I'm really good at audiobooks because I can just multitask, drive, like do whatever, get through those like really fast. So it's pretty handy.
Maybe that's what I should do.
That's the only way I could get through Dune before watching Dune. I could not physically read that book, and I could barely get through the audiobook for that movie.
Oh, I love Dune. I panicked because I like got movie tickets to go see Dune, and I was like, well, I should definitely read the book. So I ordered it, and then I had, a behemoth of a book get delivered, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I had like 2 days to read that thing, and so I did nothing else. I was like, no one talked to me. So I started reading it, and then we go and see the movie, and they only covered maybe the first third of the book, and I was like, what the fuck? I was so upset. I was so mad.
But I'm so happy I read the book before because I understood. I mean, still, you don't really understand all of it, but I understood a good chunk of it. I don't understand that world very much, but yeah.
So, so here's somebody's read Tia Claire Toomey's book and wants to quit their job and pursue CrossFit. Have either of you read Tia's book? Because I haven't read it.
I have not.
Have you guys read any CrossFit books? Any?
I didn't know that.
I have no interest.
I didn't know Tia had a book. So
everyone does. Matt's got one. Anytime you win, you have to write a book. I don't know if they actually write it.
That's the thing. Yeah.
If you're a female CrossFitter that's done well, you have to write a book.
That's in your contract for when you win. Like you need to write a book.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm moving my leg.
I do have I have Sammy's cookbook though, and it's awesome. Whatever
that's one that I would
food.
Get.
That's a home run right there. Duh.
Yeah, non-sponsored plug here, but Sammy Fraser's book is terrific. It's really good.
I love
that would be a book that I'd be interested in.
Yeah, cookbook for sure.
I know. One more thing though, I don't get enough time to get to. All right, here's a good question coming from the group. Thoughts on Natalie Portman as the new Thor? We already had the discussion about, size matters when it comes to playing heroines, but Natalie.
Yeah, but
Natalie, I love that they've got like a woman doing it, and plus Natalie Portman is she's a badass. She's like the OG badass.
Yeah,
like
and she
put
put OG
Star Wars badass.
She did.
She put on some mass for it. Like her arms look nice. Like so, I think she committed to it. Yeah.
I love Natalie Portman. Love her so much.
Me too.
I'm like, I already there's a lot of accounts on TikTok that I follow that like break down every single Marvel comic and everything to kind of like prep you for every show and every movie, and they're talking about Jane's backstory and probably why she's getting Thor's powers, and then I'm just like setting myself up for if they follow the storyline that's going to be maybe possibly sad. So I don't know.
No, it's not what I wanted to hear.
Because the whole
at all.
If it follows like what the comic book is, like the whole reason why she gets his powers is because of this one reason, and if that's the case, then it's a sad reason. So,
if they kill Chris Hemsworth, I'm gonna riot.
Oh, they can't. No, okay. It's just she's gonna be. I'm assuming they're gonna make it as like a variant, or they're gonna try to follow the storyline of the comic books maybe as a variant, or I don't know if we're gonna do. We don't know. That's Marvel. We don't know.
You never know. You never know. Well, I love her. I've loved her since the Star Wars trilogy. I thought she was great in that, even though she was trying to date the kid that was 10 years younger than her when he was like 9 years old.
Yeah,
that was weird. That was weird.
A little weird. Yeah.
Teach their own.
And I thought she was great in V for Vendetta. She committed to shaving her head, but her accent was just horrible. Her accent was bad.
V for Vendetta is will forever be on like a top 50 must-see movies for me.
And I watch it every year on the 5th of November.
Remember. I love that. I love that. And Hugo Weaving did a phenomenal job Like,
I
it's
agree.
hard to pull off a character where you literally never see facial
Mhm.
expressions or anything, and he killed it.
Yeah, but his voice is just
Oh,
Well,
so good. Ooh.
Mhm.
What are his best characters then? Would have been that one.
He would. Well, and
and
he
the
also
Matrix
did
too.
Elrond. Yeah, and then he did Elrond in the Lord of the Rings series. But the
Yep.
Matrix, very, very good.
He was Red Skull in Captain America.
Oh, that's right. He was Red
Yes,
Skull.
yes.
That's true.
I forgot
But he
about
did
that,
not
actually.
come
That's-
back. Did not come back for the final movie. They used a voice actor for that because he wanted too much money. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Is that why he only had like a couple of lines when she was going to that one planet for the stone?
yeah, well, it wasn't even him. It was somebody else
Oh.
pretending to be him. Like,
Interesting.
Oh, I didn't even.
but
know
I
that.
love him as an actor. He's terrific.
Very, very good.
Great in the Matrix.
Well, I bet he's regretting not going lower on his price range because that movie is like one of the biggest movies in the entire world ever.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
So here's a question, Danny. The Secrets of Dumbledore. You saw it. I've not seen it yet, so don't spoil it
I
for
haven't
me.
seen
But
it either,
if you had to
Oh,
rank it,
right.
rank it on the scale of all the Harry Potter movies. So you've got the original, however many there were. How many were there?
But would
9
you
or
break it up? Would you break it up into two separate franchises though?
Yeah, that you can't put it in the like I do like the Harry
Yeah.
Potter series and the Fantastic Beasts series.
Yeah,
'Cause
you have to like
it's
break
just
it up.
different. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
Well,
different.
then, of the new series, how's it rank 1 through 3? Is it the best of the 3?
No, I like the first one. I really like the first one. But the second one I thought wasn't like phenomenal, but I still liked it. So I think this one would probably be in second place or very, very, but a very close tie for first. I think a lot of people were expecting this one to have a lot more action. And this is more of like a lead up film. Like it's very, I thought it was funny. I laughed a lot during this one, but it's more of getting ready for the next movie.
Got it.
Like it's a lot of story building so you can get ready for like the big finale kind of thing. So it's just like one of those where you have to be very, very interested in this world to really, really enjoy the movie. So if you're going there to like see a whole lot of like fighting scenes, there's not a whole lot of that. So you have to really be like committed to like this whole world, which I am. So I loved it.
Do they explain how Dumbledore goes from looking like a young, cool-looking Jude Law to an old MFer like 20 years later? Do they ever explain that?
20 years? It's not 20 years.
But it wasn't much more, maybe 40. But I mean, come on, he went from like Jude Law to the Dumbledore you see in the original Harry Potter film, where the dude looked like he was 1,000 years old.
Well, fighting Grindelwald and Voldemort, I mean, it's like, look at what happened to Obama just being president for 8 years. Like, you know, he's got a lot of stress in his life. Yeah, give my dude a break.
Wow. Just compare Dumbledore to Obama. I don't even know where to go with that.
The stress.
The stress ages him.
The stress ages you. Yes.
What's next on the movie list for you? What are you going to see next?
Well, I'm the ones that we just talked about, the one with the Nicolas Cage movie, the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I think is what that one is called. I might have
I think
missed that.
Yeah.
The Unbearable Weight of something talent. That one's definitely on the list. I do want to see this new movie Firestarter. That'll be on the list. It's not anytime soon, but they're making a movie out of one of my favorite books that I've read recently. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing.
Yes.
And
I'm so excited.
That book touched my heart. Like it was so good. And they're making a movie. And that's like one of those where I really, really hope they don't ruin it. Because that book was pure gold. So
I think so far the casting of the girl I think is really good. With the casting of the male actors that I saw, I was like,
I don't like it. And I saw a trailer for it. And already I was like,
the trailer did not get me excited. I was like,
me either. I was like, she's not grungy enough. She's too clean.
Yes.
Like, why is she so clean?
I agree. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm still excited.
I'm worried. Still gonna go see it. I'm a little worried though.
Same. And then like I'll definitely like the new Jurassic Park. That's like one of the ones that you just you have to go see.
Right.
And then I don't know. I think in like the coming months, there's gonna be some new Marvel ones. Like I think there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy coming out. Like in this
no,
year.
that'd be Thor.
Like
Thor's
Thor's this year. Yeah. Oh, July, right? June or July?
I think July. I think. Yeah.
So those are like the big ones. But like honestly, like if you just go and look at movies that are out in the next like couple of weeks, like I'm gonna go. So.
Did you see the Kingsman series? Brandon,
I did.
What'd you think?
The new one, I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty decent. I didn't think it was anything like super special, but it's just like that whole franchise I thought was kind of like just fun movies just to kind of like go see on like a Saturday when you have nothing else to do. It's not something that I would like got super excited about, but I still think they were good movies. I think this one was probably my favorite out of all of them that I've seen, but yeah.
I like the
first
even more than the first one.
Yeah, I like the first one best. I think mostly because I love Samuel Jackson. Love him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. See, I don't know. I liked them both. I liked the first one, but I also thought this one was like pretty good. I thought this one was pretty decent. I liked the crazy Russian guy. He was just a psycho. Yeah.
Rasputin,
yeah, I loved it.
All right, we got some questions coming in. Somebody wants to know if you've seen Arcane. Have you seen anybody seen Arcane?
No.
Neither of you? No?
I'm IMDbing what it is.
I have not. Nope, I haven't seen it either. We're gonna go.
To be honest, nope, have not. It's like this is what it looks like, guys. I have not seen that.
Oh, it's like anime. I'm gonna get shot. My daughter is gonna yell at me for calling that anime because it's probably not actually anime. It's something else.
I think it's a Netflix series or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have not watched that.
I have not.
I've not.
You know what we did just finish though? Ozark, and that was great.
Was it?
Okay. I'm so nervous to like watch it. I know it's the final season, but sometimes they don't like tie it up very nice. When it's the final.
I have like it's like a pet peeve of mine is when series last like 10 years and then they just botch it at the end. I'm like, how did you literally have 10 good years and you fuck it up on the final episode? How does it even happen? This they did. It's a very I got through them killing the dog and I literally was so disappointed in the end. But I thought they did a great job with Ozark. They tied it in. It's very, very full circle. It kind of like the end, it gets you in the feels a little bit. You're like, dang, all right, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Danny, are you gonna go see the new Top Gun movie?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm really excited. I'm really.
It looks good. To be honest with you, though, like I haven't seen all the other ones.
There's only one.
Like
it's just the original Top Gun. That's it.
Only one? Oh, why do I think there were a lot?
No, it's just the original with Tom Cruise. That's it.
Oh. Of course, I have to see the original though. And like, that's because I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. That's my big thing is like, I kind of hate him. I kind of despise that man.
As I'm talking, I'm going to have to try to find this. I'm going to try to multitask. But you're never going to be able to look at him the same because his smile is off-centered. Yes.
Yeah, that bugs me, but like that's like something he can't control.
Unsee it.
He can control his personality, so I can't stand him.
Why have I not heard this before? His smile's off center.
Yeah,
his front tooth is literally like off. So
it's off, yeah, and you can't unsee it now. Tom Cruise teeth. That's like the first thing that I searched. John, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it? Yeah. So there's that. Can't we just shattered the glass. You can't unsee that now.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for him. Well, the new Top Gun is getting good reviews. I read a review on it today and it said it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks good. Like the trailer got me super excited.
Yeah, and I was reading that they used a lot of real plane scenes, like instead of CGI, which
Right.
is pretty cool.
I
So
heard that
excited
too. I
about
was like,
that.
okay, that's pretty deep. That's legit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Well, I mean, look, the original Top Gun was like one of the greatest Navy recruiting films ever recorded. So I'm sure they're thinking, all right, they'll get a big uptick in recruiting if they allow them to use the jets, you know. So
Possibly. Yeah.
True.
I
Hey,
mean,
well-
I just want to ride in a fighter jet. I know you can pay to do that, but that's on my bucket list. I want to ride in a fighter jet.
I've
Yeah.
never- Danny, what are you guys doing over there, man? It's like a dog fight.
Okay, we've got here, I'll show you what we're doing. This is what's going on in the house tonight.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we're making pasta, and so we've got everybody over here
Oh, look
and all
at
the
this.
dogs.
Hello.
What up, everyone?
Hello.
And then do you see our pasta hanging from legit hangers?
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
legit.
I
Yeah,
love it.
look, there's Alec. Look.
Who, where?
And we can never right here.
Oh, I've never seen
Wow.
him in a shirt before. I didn't recognize you for a second. That was weird.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I've got the AirPods in. Okay, well, yeah. So this is, and then we've got the dogs that are playing.
it.
Barley. I don't know where.
Oh, look at you guys living the life.
Yeah. So this is just a day in the life over here in Virginia.
Wow, you said you're making pasta. I didn't realize it was like from scratch. Look at you guys. Like,
Yes, that's what I've been doing all day. I like kneaded the dough, and then we had to roll it, and we put it in the pasta thing, and we're drying it. Now we're gonna make like legit pasta. It's great. It's been a whole day thing, but it's been wonderful. And we
bet.
also made homemade cannolis.
wow. I'm glad you gave us all cannolis. You give us all the hand gestures for every piece of pasta you've ever made. You're like, we drew it, and then we pounded
Yes.
it.
Did
And then
this, and then we got
stirred it.
cannoli.
Yeah. It's been an experience. It's been great.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is what you do after you train 8 hours a day. Just sit around and make pasta. It's awesome.
Make
for you guys.
carbs. Yeah. Thanks.
We just ordered in pizza tonight. That was the easiest thing for us to do.
Nice.
Friday night is
Yeah.
pizza night over here.
Yeah,
Oh.
Fridays are usually my pizza night too. That's just like a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one good thing. Here we go. Here's another one for you. Stream girls at nakedhd.xyz. I don't know what that
Ooh,
is.
nice.
I know.
Look at all the emojis that we
Wow.
got with it too.
I
Ooh.
know. Man, now it's
They're going.
I wondered
They're
if
like over on the side.
I know.
Really going.
I wondered if I was going to have to block out some of those kind of weird comments like that, but now I
I
know.
haven't been reading them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Naked HD is going to town over here.
Apparently,
Yeah.
just losing their mind. Can you guys see the chat overlay too on your side?
Yeah,
I
just now.
yeah.
I just now put it on here. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, will you watch the new Lord of the Rings series? Yes. Yes, I will. Yeah.
I'd rather die
What-
than not watch it. I
is it gonna be
cannot
on-
wait.
It's on Prime, right? It's going to be on
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, I don't have time for all this stuff. I want to
And
see
did
it
you
all.
see the new trailer? I forgot what it's called, but the new Game of Thrones show, like the prequel
Yes.
show.
I can't remember what it's called either,
Oh.
but yes,
Is
I
it
will
fire?
watch
Is it
that as
Fire
well.
and Ice? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. What is it? It's
No,
the
that's but something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
No,
But
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. That's
Yeah,
it.
House of the Dragon. Fire and Ice.
Yes, I
think
will
was like
watch
a
that.
book. Yeah.
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 Yep. See, Allie got it for us. We'll give Allie credit. She had it just like that. House of the Dragons.
Oh, thanks, Allie.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Allie.
Allie.
You're on top of it.
Yeah, it looked great too. And it
Mhm.
actually will have dragons in it. We had to wait. I thought we had to wait too long last time for dragons.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
I agree.
I know.
100%.
hmm But yeah, I was way too attached, and when that dragon went down, I think I screamed like at home. Like I was really upset.
Very upset. I had to take a break. I think I took a break for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
And by
entire
a while, I mean like 2 days, but a break.
well, the entire show was to you get too emotionally vested, and then like any episode, your favorite people could die. You know, like no one was
Yeah,
safe.
you never know. No one was.
There
safe.
was
Yeah.
no mercy in that show. They didn't.
No.
They didn't give a fuck. They were like, "Yeah, he's gone." Sorry.
After season 1, I knew that no character was safe. I just knew you couldn't get too attached. Yeah.
It's actually kind of hard to rewatch for me because of that. Because
Yeah.
because once you know who's dying and there's some of them are your favorite characters, you don't want to see it again. You know, it's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just tough. What did you think of the last season, Danny? It's a question coming in. Last season, Game of Thrones. What would you have
I
changed?
thought Everything. I thought everything was such like a letdown. Like legitimately everything.
It's all
like
terrible.
I just didn't I just would have changed everything. I thought that there was like the plot totally fell through. No interesting stuff happened anymore. We were kind of all waiting. Like we thought that every single episode was like a build up to something like bigger. And we just were, I kept like watching an episode and being like, okay. Like I kind of get what they maybe were doing there because this might be happening later on. And I did that for every single episode just to get to the last episode and be like, what was this entire season?
Yeah.
I was very upset with that entire season. So
yeah. I was too.
Yeah.
So it was such a letdown. They just gave up. The only good
They
thing
gave
that
up.
came out of that season, the only good thing was every week when the memes came out. That was the only good thing about that season.
That was so good.
The memes were so
good. Yeah. That's become like every single series, like popular series. Like to be honest with you,
like the Euphoria memes. The Euphoria memes are so good.
Wait, the TikToks, the Euphoria TikToks. Have you seen the guy that just recreates all the scenes?
Yeah.
And he like wears oh my gosh, I die on those. So like every single TV series now, I'm always like the next day I'm like on TikTok. I'm like, all right, I'm ready.
So I'm like, I want to see what they're gonna come up with on this. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Yes. Again, Anya Taylor-Joy. Love her. I think she crushed it. I loved Queen's Gambit. I read the book. And so I was so excited when the series came out. And I think she did a great job. I love that entire thing. I love that there was like finally, a series that was based on something other than like sex and drugs and violence. Like it felt a little like more like intellectual. I loved it. And like I was part. Have you seen the like the data on people who ordered chessboards after this series came out? It is something astounding. Like 300 million people put in orders for chessboards. And like the famous book, like How to Play Chess or whatever, like the original chess book. But it was insane. It was like insane. But I thought the series was great.
I liked the series a lot. Yeah.
Then they all go play chess and realize it's boring as fuck and they don't want to play at all.
They realize that it's not as exciting.
Not as exciting as it looks.
And you're not going to be a chess master,
right?
After reading,
chess is really hard. Like I love chess and I used to love to play, but it is really hard and it's stressful. It's
I love chess too. And I actually I play online and I'll play with like friends, but it is so stressful. And you like learn like your opening moves and everything. And then my middle game blows because I'm always just like too excited. I'm like too aggressive. It bites me in the ass. So yeah, it's stressful as hell. My heart rate is higher playing chess than it is doing like a CrossFit workout.
Nice stuff.
So
somehow I don't believe that, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm like sweating thinking about chess right now.
No. I used to play all the time in college and I loved it, but it was at some point it was too stressful. Same thing. Like I just couldn't handle the pressure of like kind of that middle game portion. Cause I'm with you.
Yeah.
The inning game was great. We get enough pieces off the board. The ending game wasn't that big a deal, but in the middle, it would just always stress me the fuck out. I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. There we go. Somebody said you need speed chess as part of the CrossFit games.
Oh yeah. Let's bring in another component that is an actual CrossFit. Great.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the question. If chess was part of the CrossFit games, would Tia win that? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm sure, because I'm sure you'd have to swim a mile, run a mile, and then do your move.
Probably.
Yeah, you'd have to do your move and do something in between, something like that. Yeah.
But not anything like actual CrossFit. You probably have to like ride a horse and then play a tennis match and then move your chess piece and then run another mile. Yeah. And then for fun, run another mile.
I mean, it sounds legit. Seems like that's going to be like next year, probably. Yeah.
100%.
Maybe they'll throw that in on you on semis.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yes. You have to hold your chessboard while running on the runner.
Hey, when is semis for you? It's coming up quick, right? You're a couple of weeks away.
Couple weeks away. Alec and Ben are next weekend. It's Syndicate in Knoxville. I'm going to go out and support them there. And then I'm Granite Game. So the third weekend. So the first weekend in June.
So you have a little more time.
I have a little more time, but it's right around. So exciting.
Knoxville's fun. You get all the good food in Knoxville.
Thank you for telling me that because I know nothing about Knoxville.
Well, it's
Were you
all
joking?
No.
I'm like, I know
Okay.
nothing. I can't
No.
help here. I'm like, I know nothing about
Yeah,
Knoxville.
no, I'm dead serious. Knoxville has terrific food. It's all in one square, and it's really good. Lots of biscuits.
Send me biscuits. Oh,
Lots of biscuits. I'll send you
send me some Rex. Yay.
Yep, I'll send you some recommendations, and you'll love it. And they're all in one place. So, but you have to make reservations because it'll be crazy down there the weekend of the Syndicate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. And there's apparently like some huge graduations going on like that weekend as well. So,
and also
all the grandmas will be around.
And because it's all in one area, you're going to have to find a way to sneak in because people are going to be stopping you every 30 seconds for photos.
I hood up and just.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy before we wrap up? I took my daughter to see John Mayer, and
John Mayer.
He was
what a good dad.
So good. And I got recognized by a fan and had to take a photo with somebody.
What? That's
I love that your daughter was there for that.
I'm literally telling this guy, you're taking a photo with the worst John at this concert. Like, this is not the John you want photos with.
That would have been the John I wanted a photo with.
I'm like,
so I get it.
Yeah, it was.
I love that.
And the guy was definitely a CrossFitter because he was about 5 feet tall. He was like,
of course,
came up to hero me. It was great, and he was so nice, so nice. His whole crew was nice, and it was really cool. So
that's so funny. I love that. I love that.
Awesome.
That was such a good story. At a John Mayer concert.
Yeah, at a John Mayer concert. Out of all places.
Out of all places.
And by the way, the concert was life-changing. So if you get a chance to see him in concert, you should absolutely go. It was so good.
I want to go see him. I miss going and seeing him like 2 times in a row now. Like I've tried to like go and see him and like something like came up. So like that blows. I love concerts. Right. I just went and saw Harry Styles and Dua Lipa, both amazing.
Ooh.
So good. So good.
I'm
ready for like
our next show through here is Chris Stapleton. We were thinking about going to see him.
Oh,
really
nice.
like him.
Yeah.
Really like him.
That'd be a good one.
We'll see. All right. Well, Dani, we will not keep you any longer. I know we're keeping you in between us and pasta, so we're going to let you go eat.
Very kind of you, because I am looking at my pasta being dipped into. I'm like making sure that I've worked so hard on it, and I'm like looking out there, and I'm just like
you guys
doing
better
the right
not be
steps?
effing it up. Yeah,
I know. I'm over here.
I've learned. I've done enough of these, Dani, that I can tell when you're starting to look through me toward food, and that's kind of what you're like.
The food. It's the food. It's always the food. Nothing is above priority list than food.
Exactly.
Food, right. John.
Food and John.
Well, like, no offense, but food, John.
Man, actually, food, bean, John.
That's a good list. I'm fine with third. That's totally fine.
Yeah. Podium. You're on the podium.
I'm on the podium. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Well, ladies, thanks for joining the show. Nikki, appreciate you pinch hitting Zoe. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Love talking about movies, so I can do that all day.
There you go.
Let's do it again in a couple of months when I have another 8 movies we can talk about.
Yep. Well, you're going to be busy for the next few weeks because you're going to go qualify and then you're going to the game. So we'll probably do our next one after the games, and we can talk about your podium placement then. How about that?
Amazing. Perfect. Sounds great.
All right, guys. Good talking to you. Thanks for everyone for listening, and we'll chat with you guys soon.